Alright, we are on episode 5 of Liar's Bar. I'm basically starting this literally immediately after the last episode, so if you haven't checked that one out, go ahead and do that real quick. Butternug made some horrible mistakes, and hopefully he doesn't make as bad of mistakes this game, because I want a nice longer game. I want a clean game. I want people to play smart. That way our strategies and, decisions and all that come off. Basically, it'll just make me look cooler. So we got a really cool hand. I'm going to start off by throwing 2. And I'm going to do 1-1. So what that does is kind of sets me up for a more dominant... what's a better word for that? It sets me up for... I can't think of the word that I want to use for this. It puts me in a position of power. And he's kind of thinking like, oh shit, okay, he's throwing down double cards. Is he lying about those? Is he not? And then after that, if he didn't call that guy out, I would have slow played. I would have done king or queen and then queen and waited for someone else to get called out, or hopefully get into this guy's head over here. So that one was really hard to explain. I'm sorry if that didn't come out so smooth. That was actually really hard to explain, but it's a mind fuck that I was introducing to my boy new B-Kill. And again, I don't actually know these people, but hey, we got another great hand. I'm not going to do anything too tricky here. Although, you know what? To keep it consistent, I might throw down 2 again.
3 aces.
Let's go ahead and do that.
2 aces.
I kind of want this guy to think about, like, hey, why is he throwing down 2 every time?
1 ace.
Looks like it's going to go right over Newbie Kill's head, which is either because he's smarter to pick up on that, or he's smart enough to, avoid my little trap, or he's just such an airhead that he doesn't even know what's going on.
1 ace.
So we're going to just slow play, see what happens. It's likely someone's going to call someone out, and it's going to be Newbie Kill. So maybe those 2 that I was thrown down in the beginning was doing something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Usually I can put these things together pretty well.
Darling.
This time, not so much. Let me focus. Let me try to explain my thought processes better. I feel like I'm not conveying what I want to convey as well as I was the other episodes. So I got 3 aces and a queen and a king. So this is actually a pretty good hand. I'm already in Newbie Killer's head by doing my... Oh, well, we didn't even have to do anything. I was debating on whether or not I was going to throw 2 down in the beginning again, and hopefully have Newbie Killer pick up on that pattern. Because the chances that I'm telling the truth every single time is a little outrageous, but realistically I was. But we didn't have to go that route anyway. It's always good when someone else takes a risk, unnecessary risk in that case, instead of us. So, aces table, not a terrible hand, but not the best.
2 aces.
So I have 2 ideas here.
Liar.
Well, never mind. I will go over those again soon, I'm sure. Don't worry about it. This table's getting a little greedy, so that makes me
Just another scarf.
want to play the longer game more times than not. So if I have like 3 table cards, I'm just going to play 1 down at a time, basically, for 3 rounds in a row. And statistically, the way this game's going out, someone's going to call someone out as a liar. So what do we have? King's table. We only have 2 kings.
1 king. 3 kings.
I'm honestly thinking about doing the 3. But again, this table is screaming impatience.
1
So even though I only have 2 safe rounds, it's likely someone's going to call someone out as a liar within these next 2 rounds. So I'm going to go for it.
3 kings. 3 cards. Someone's got a death wish.
Yeah, this guy's already getting suspicious.
2 kings.
I'm going to keep my eye on this guy right here.
1 king.
This is a hard decision to make. I really kind of want to call him out. I'm going to focus on him for a second, and I'm going to play a safe card. I'm not going to call him out this round. If these guys had less cards, I would. If one guy had none.
One king.
It's likely I get called out here by Newbie Killer. And if not, it's likely that Siler's Corn's going to get Newbie Killer before it even makes it around the Butter again. If I'm in a position where Butter throws that last card, I might just take it.
Liar.
Nice. Like I said, it was likely that he was going to do that. It's all a statistics game. Like, honestly. Like, read people's minds and...
This one's for you.
What option should you choose based on how likely it is for you not to be the one to take a shot? Like, I mean, it sounds obvious, but you could see how it's working in our favor. We always want to push things towards our favor. It doesn't need to be like, oh, we're 100% going to win. Just always going for the options that are going to put us in to a higher percent win rate. Hopefully that makes any kind of sense. Like I said, I'm lacking my ability to explain it right now. I've been playing this game all night, and I already had like 3-4 episodes in a row now.
Queens. One queen.
So I'm kind of getting burnt out, especially when I'm not used to talking and playing, especially using all this brain power to try to analyze what's going on.
Someone's got a death.
So again, 3 queens and 2 kings now. This isn't a bad play, doing the 2 and the 1, but this table is so goddamn impatient. Let's go ahead and do 2 and 1.
Queens.
I think it probably would have been better just to play one at a time for 3 rounds in a row, and it's likely someone's going to call someone out for their bullshit.
2 queens.
But I kind of wanted to bait Newbie Killer.
1 queen.
And he actually might get baited if...
1 queen. 1 queen.
I'm a little worried, actually, right now. If he has a lie card in his hand, it's likely he's going to call me out. And it's likely right now he doesn't have a queen. Or he was trying to bait Styler's Corn into thinking.
Queen.
Yeah, I guess we won't find out.
Queen.
So I kind of need to call out. Okay, so I think he's honest, Nugget.
1 queen.
So what I want to do is hope he's going to call me out. I made a flub up in that play. I think I probably, no matter what, should have went from Butter.
Liar.
Yeah, I should have, no matter what. So I went with the wrong play there. I kind of overthought things. I should have slow played more, and I should have called out Butternug when I thought he was lying. Even if I knew, or I kind of assumed he didn't lie in that last hand, I should have still went with him being a liar, because it's a 50-50 chance that he was lying anyway, and I'm in a horrible position against Corn there. So I think that was like one of my first examples of the series where I made a really bad play, but I'm happy that I got to showcase something like that anyway. So I've been playing 2 at a time. I did it last time. I am just gonna go with the 1 play. We made a mistake by doing that. Even though in my head at the time it did seem like the right play. But again, this table's so goddamn antsy.
2 kings.
So let me just slow play.
3 kings. 1 king. King.
1 king. King.
1 king. 3 kings. 2 kings.
Okay. It's unlikely. So what's going on here? It's unlikely for Newbie Kill to even have a king. So he's either going to call me out as a liar right here, or he's going to play a bad card. And yeah. There you go. So he's either going to play a bad card and get risk for me calling him as a liar, which he kind of thought was inevitable, or he could take the chance and just call me out a lie right there. That's basically what happened there. And that's another example of putting ourselves into a good position. So let's see what we can get here with our aces table. I need to get some shots off on Butternug. I don't like how he's 0 out of 6 there. We have a good hand here though, so I don't want to risk anything. We're in a very good position just to slide by.
Three aces. So 3 aces. You're pushing your luck. One ace.
I'm gonna slow play. Newbie killer's becoming less likely to call me out on bullshit.
One ace.
So maybe I could have taken a risk. But
Aces.
it's not a real reason
Two
to.
aces.
Okay, I think that was pretty honest.
One ace.
I'm gonna see if Newbie Killer will put himself in a bad position again.
One ace.
So Newbie Killer, more than likely right here, he's
One
going to call me out as a liar. Especially if he doesn't. I mean, I don't think he has a good card.
One
He did.
ace.
Okay. So we basically just
Liar.
lost. He for sure had a good card there. Oh, he didn't. Okay, well, this guy just doesn't know how to play the game. Because he should have called me out as a liar, technically.
Bring it on.
Because, I mean, it's an automatic call out for me. Like, I don't have an option to call him a liar once he puts down his last card. So it's just admitting defeat when you do that, basically. So the best option is, no matter what, just call me out for being a liar. So the guy just doesn't understand basics of the game, which, whatever. Most people don't right now. And we have an amazing hand. Holy shit. So I'm looking for a bad hand. That way I can call Butternug out for a liar the first hand, or the first turn. It was a good call out by Stellar's Corn, and it looks like we're losing Newbie Killer. Unless he's incredibly
Just
lucky.
another scarf with a collection.
Nope. So we're back to 3 on, or 1v1v1. 3 pigs apiece. So we need to get some callouts on Butternug. I'm actually hoping for a shitty hand, and we get it. We get a shitty hand. So I might call him out the very first turn.
Kings.
I'm gonna. We haven't taken a shot yet.
Kings. Liar. Liar.
Great call out. Now he's gonna be a lot more worried to be lying on that first hand, especially when he's playing 3 of a kind, 2 of a
This
kind.
one's for you, darling.
So that was a great one to call him out on.
Close one.
Basically, my thought process there was, hey, I don't even have a good hand. Playing this hand in general is a risk, so might as well take a risk and call out Butternug. He's like, you finally call me on BS. Well, it's all about timing. This guy thought he's been getting away with something, but realistically, he was just getting comfortable. He was just getting comfortable lying. And when the time came, where I was in a good position to call him out on his bullshit, that is when we caught him in the lie. So he thinks like he was getting away with that. Like, no, little did you know, you were just kind of falling into my trap.
Liar.
Ooh, that's a bad call out by Corn. Very bad call out. He just said "fuck it, we ball" in the chat. Like,
Just another
he literally knew
scarf
that
with
was a bad call
collection.
out. It was just a risk thing. There was no logic
Close
behind it.
one.
Unless he did what I did, he had a bad card, but he didn't relay that by what he said in chat. It just seemed like he was just like, hey, fuck it, let's take a chance. Where to them, it probably looked like that's what I did against Butternug here, but realistically, it was much more well thought out than just, fuck it, let's see if he's lying.
Someone's got a death wish. 3 aces.
So let me get into this guy's head.
2 aces.
I'm going to do a 2 and then a 1, and that way we can see
1 ace.
what these guys are going to do with their last 2 cards.
1 ace.
Very interesting. So I'm likely, this is the best play 100% of the time. Since he has that 1 card, there's no reason to call my guy out as a liar, because what's going to happen is I'm going to play this last card here, and he has a huge chance to call me a liar, and he 100% will if his card is wrong. Oh, I wouldn't say 100%. Ooh, that actually puts us in a bad position. Yeah, that was bad. So I figured Stylish Corn was going to call me out there, but he just outplayed it. So kudos to him.
Bring it on.
Hopefully we don't get unlucky here. Oh, I almost really thought I felt the end of our streak right there. Ooh. Hey, that's only the second bad mistake that we made in this entire series. And that wasn't really too bad a mistake, but you know, it was one. So let's see if we can fuck around again. He's likely not to call me out because he's 4 out of 6 on his shots.
1 ace. 3 aces. You're pushing your one ace.
But he's every time I do something like this, it's
3 aces.
it just looks sketchy. Like when I do 2 and then 1, hopefully you can understand why that looks a little weird. And I might call this guy out as a liar.
1 ace.
It's just statistically it's my best option.
Liar.
I kind of have to. Yep. Okay. Well, it worked out in our favor. I didn't really know if that was going to work out or not, but again, statistically, that was the best option because we were going to play a card. Then if Stylish Corn didn't have a good play, he would have called me out as a liar. Would have been right. And ooh, that is unlucky for Butternug. Only his second shot, and he's out of the game. Very unlucky. But very good for us because statistically, it's looking like our next win is going to put us in a good position.
1 king.
He might kill himself right after this turn.
1 king. 1 king.
So we're just slow playing. And I'm going to call him out as a liar this turn. If he doesn't call me out.
1 king.
There's a good chance that he's already out of kings.
Liar.
I think, honestly, I lose right here. Oh, I don't. I honestly kind of felt like that wasn't going to be the best play, but my thought process behind it was I'm just going to slow play and make him burn all of his cards or save them, like overextend by saving them, and boom. Just like that, we have a perfect streak. Damn, I promise I'm not setting these up, dude. I'm just somehow on this big... I wish the ranking system was fixed. That's another bummer, but fuck. I think that's episode 5, dude. We won 5 in a row. I promise these are all back to back to back. I'm not like scripting this. I honestly thought I would have lost by now. I swear to God. I'm kind of pissed of how like not real this even looks right now. But I mean, hey, hopefully if you're like listening to my thought process and hearing me explain what I'm explaining, you do understand that, you know, we're good at the fucking game. And these people are probably just like sitting there playing the game, like listening to music, you know, not taking it as serious as me. So I'm sure that goes to my favor. When ranked mode comes out, it'll probably be a lot more intense and be playing against better players. But for now, this is all I can really do. I'm probably going to record episode 6 right after this one. Just like I have been doing for all of them so far. I'm just having a lot of fun playing tonight. So yeah, look out for episode 6. This was 5 in a row, right? I don't know. I lose count. We've just been piling through each episode. But episode 5 or 6, whatever it is, look out for that. Thanks for watching. Peace.